What's up, guys? Eric here from MajorLeagueTrading.com, and I want to talk to you about a position I have on today in Netflix. So I'm actually day trading options and potentially going to be rolling these into swing trading options in Netflix today. So let's take it to the chart. I want to break down the positions I have on, why I have them on, and the chart pattern that I use to get into those positions. So take it to the charts now, and I'll show you what we got working. So as you guys can see here, this is my main 5-grid setup here when it comes to trading each and every day. So top left chart is going to be a 5-minute. This top right is a 987 tick chart, which I'll vary that and change it back and forth. That's kind of my analysis chart. Bottom left down here right by my face is going to be the 15-minute chart. Middle bottom here is going to be the hourly chart. And then in the bottom right corner here is going to be, the daily chart. Now, one thing I want you to notice and pay attention to here on this daily chart is the IV rank down here, 18.64% for Netflix right now. And then also notice that it already had earnings last week here, kind of right in this time frame right there. You can see the gap and the movement happening around earnings last week there in Netflix. So what did I do in here? What positions did I take? Well, right now I've got a couple positions on in here. And you can see currently P&L on the day, P&L open here. I just put this position on. It's Monday morning. $2,457 there on Netflix. So what did I do? Well, I sold a put spread. So I sold the 362.5, 360 put spread. And then at the same time, I also went ahead and bought 5 of the 365 calls that expire in 4 days. So these are going to expire on Friday. Now, I don't expect or anticipate that I'm going to be still holding this trade by Friday, right? I'm expecting I'm going to be out of this trade tomorrow, maybe Wednesday, and maybe even today. We'll see. The day's not over yet. It's only 12:30 here. So I've been at the desk for about 3.5 hours now, and up about $2,400 on the day. So let's take it to the charts and see, what it was I was looking for on this trade. Well, the big thing I was looking at when it came to this trade, number one, I'm going to kind of blow this chart up so we can take a look at it here, is going to be the daily chart. So if we look at Netflix and we zoom all the way out here, you can see Netflix has had an amazing run. I mean, this company used to be down here in, almost the single digits just a few years back. Apparently it was 35 cents on a lows that back in 02, right? Again, that's 20 years ago almost. So we're not really too concerned about that. But the recent price action here is, okay, Netflix rallies up, it goes sideways for a bit, it finally gets higher, gaps up, goes sideways for a bit, and keeps running, right? So that's been kind of the norm for Netflix, where it'll go sideways and then finally get a breakout and keep running. Well, on the daily chart, I noticed Netflix has been going sideways right here around this kind of 360 number for quite some time now. We've basically, for the better part of this year, outside of the early rally in the first couple weeks there, we've pretty much just gone sideways around this level. And what I noticed coming into today, I was running some analysis in the morning trade plan, which I do free each and every morning, 9 o'clock Eastern. So if you guys are not already subscribed to the YouTube, hit the subscribe button, hit the little bell notification. I come on live for about 25 minutes each morning and tell you what I'm looking to do. And this was one of the ones that popped up this morning. And what I saw in here was, okay, we've got this recent low back in here at 342.47s. And then I looked at this low and I'm like, I don't think it actually made new lows there. But it in fact did. It made a new low by about 20 cents. The low on this bar right here is 342.27. And you guys can see that in kind of the top left corner up there. You'll see the date, the open, the high, low, close, and range of that bar that I'm specifically looking at right here. So this was from 415. Now, this cracked by just 20 cents there, 342.27s, and then immediately reversed higher and then started gapping up and going. So I'm like, okay, that's a really interesting pattern. I want to take a look at that. And then I ended up drilling down into an hourly time frame, and I said, okay, we've got this nice, reversal pattern, failure to go lower, as I like to call it, off of 342.47s. We got the nice run up. We've pulled back after that nice run up. So now, if we're going to go higher, what are the levels that we need to break through? Well, the first level I identified that we needed to break through was going to be 365.05s. So I identified that level and I said, okay, what's the next level? 369.18s. And then as you can see, I haven't really put much else on the charts here over those 369.18s. I'm just going to let this kind of work its way up in here. Most likely somewhere between 376 and kind of 378 up in there, and work its way into this gap. So I think that's most likely where it's going to be headed here. We do have a small level in here, 372.42s, that we're already pushing through as well. So I'm not too concerned about the upside in Netflix at the moment. I just wanted to know if it's going to break out, if it's going to rally, where is that point, and what am I going to do around that? So that level for me was 365.05s. And then what I did from there is I drilled down into the smaller time frame charts. And you can look at this on a 987 tick chart. You can look at this on a 5-minute chart, whatever it is that you like to look at your analysis on. And what I saw was, okay, in the first 10 minutes of the day, we've pushed right up into this level. The 15 minutes into the day, we've actually already pushed through this level. So actually on this bar right here, this 940 bar, is when I started picking up a position in Netflix. And I'll give you the actual time of my fills here. So I got filled at 9:39 and 45 seconds, and then I got filled at 9:42 and 3 seconds. So I went ahead and put the spread position on first, the 362 half, 360 put spread. I got that on for $9, or sorry, not $9. I got that on for a 95-cent credit. And then I stepped in and I bought the call. So I bought some of the calls for $5.50. I got 4 contracts filled at $5.50, and I got 1 contract filled at $5.55. Gives me an average trade price of $5.51. And again, I got all those 9:42.03. So if we actually kind of go down here into a 1-minute time frame, we can see exactly which bar I got filled on. So 9:42 right there. I got filled on this bar there as we had rallied into 365.05s, looking for that continuation, looking for that momentum through that level up into 369.18s, and then from there up into 372.42s, and then again up into the targets that I'm going to be looking to hit potentially either later today or tomorrow in Netflix. So it's a combination of multi-time frame analysis and using the style of trading that I like to use, which is just level to level and defining, okay, market breaks here, it should go here, and then if it goes here, then it should go there, type of thing. That's what I like to focus on when it comes to trading, is the strategy that I call level to level. So I coupled that today with Netflix and some option strategies in there in order to make the money that I've made so far today. So right now that position's up. Still, it's right here around where we started filming this video. $2,459 on the day. So not a bad day's work there in Netflix. And so far that's a nice mover here, 3.5% today on a Monday. So a couple takeaways from this video that I want you guys to know. One is the strategy that I use level to level can be applied to anything. It can be applied to futures, stocks, obviously options with those stocks, Forex, Nadex. Doesn't necessarily matter what it is that you trade. Everything you need to know, in my opinion, is on the charts, right? And that's where level to level comes from. Second thing to take away from this, the multi-time frame analysis, right? You want to be looking at multiple time frames to make your decisions when it comes to trading. You want to look at the daily, you want to look at the hourly, you want to drill down and check out the smaller time frames as well as you go to manage your trade and find your entries and things like that. So those are the 2 biggest takeaways I'll give you guys on this free video here. If you enjoyed this content, please give me a thumbs up down below. Hit that subscribe button. Like I said, if you're new around here, and turn on the little bell notifications. I go live each and every morning, 9 a.m., sharing my thoughts and analysis with you for what's happening and shaking and moving in the markets each day. And today we had a killer day as well. We had 76, 73s as a level in the Nasdaq. A bunch of members picked up longs off of there. We had 26, 477s in the Dow. A bunch of members have picked up longs off of there as well. So overall, really good day. I chose to trade it with Netflix here and a little bit of small positions in Nadex in the Dow that worked out as well. So again, thank you guys for your time. If you want to join me in the MLT Discord, there's going to be a link beneath this video. You guys can get in there. This is where I called this trade, where I was looking to put this position on, walk you through what it was I was seeing, what I was doing, and how I was going to execute upon that. So If you guys want to join me there, go ahead and click that first link in the description below. Otherwise, that's what I got for you guys on this video. Take care, trade safe, and I'll see you guys on the next video.